Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are a foreigner in Turkey and if you want to use a foreign document for any official purpose in Turkey, the document needs to be translated into Turkish and then it needs to be notarized. In this video, I'm going to show you all the processes, the approximate fees of translation and notarization, and where you can do these operations. First, let's talk about why and when you will need your documents translated and notarized in Turkish. If you are in Turkey and if you have anything to do with a government office for official purposes, and if you need to present a document from a foreign source, the government officer will ask your document to be translated and notarized. For example, if you are applying for immigration and if you have children, the government will ask for the birth certificates of the children to see that if they are your children or not. And when they ask for that document, they will ask that document to be translated and notarized in Turkish, otherwise they will not accept the document. Similarly, if you want to get married in Turkey and if your certificate of celibacy or if your birth certificate is from a foreign source, again, the marriage office will ask for the translation and notarization of that document to be accepted for the marriage purposes. The same applies if you want to go to a university. The university might ask for the translation and notarization of your previous diploma and the academic transcripts. For the translation job, you will need to find a certified and sworn Turkish translator. To find that translator, you can make a search online on Google and you can type Yeminli Tercüman, which means in Turkish, sworn translator. And after you find the sworn translator, you can visit their office or you can give them a call to learn about the fees and also the duration required for the translation of your document. Please verify that if that sworn translator has the necessary official documents for the notarization process, and also check with them that you want your document to be notarized after the translation so that they will be more diligent and also they will handle the notarization processes for you if you ask them. And finally, if you directly go to a notary, some notaries also know some translators and they can also assist with the translation of your documents by referring you to the sworn translator. After your document is translated by the sworn translator, you need to go to a notary for the notarization of your documents. Check with your translator before going to any notary because translators have agreements with specific notaries in their service area, and if a notary doesn't recognize a sworn translator, then that document cannot be verified. So check for the agreed notary and go to that notary that the translator recommends you. And when you go to that notary, you need to hand over your documents to the notary officer, and the notary officer will check the document and the stamp and signature of the translator. And after that, the notary officer will complete the notarization of the document and they will give you back the document. Note that if you want one copy of the translated and notarized version, you need to go to the notary with two translated copies. The reason for that is that the notary will keep one copy and the notary will give the second copy to you after stamping at the notary. In this section, I will inform you about the fees and costs of translation and notarization. Note that the information that I will give you is only for information and the market rates might be different from that. So it's just to give you some idea about benchmark fees. The translation price depends on the language, it depends on the location of the sworn translator, and also it depends on the document type. For example, if a document is quite simple, such as passport translation from English language to Turkish, the translation of that document will not cost that much. It will cost around $10, $15 because the language is simple, the document is not long, and also the location of the translator doesn't depend on the price that much because it's a very simple document to do. However, if your document is from an exotic language, that is not very common in Turkey, and if that document is quite difficult, such as a transcript or a legal document, and if the translator is located in a good area of the city, such as Etiler or Levent in Istanbul, then the translation price per page will go up to around $30, maybe even $40 or $50 per page. And now let me inform you about the prices and fees at the notary. The notary fee is fixed and it's determined by the central government. So it doesn't matter which notary you go, the prices will be quite similar. Usually, as I see in the market rate as of now, it's in average $20, $30 or $40 per page. Again, it depends on the length of the page and how many words are written in one page. In the final section, I'm going to give you very important information about apostilled documents and consular stamps. If your country is part of the apostilled agreement and if your document is already apostilled from your country, then you can bring that document, you can translate the main document and the apostille page, and then you can get both of them notarized, and that document is ready to be given to the Turkish government officers. For example, if you are here for a marriage and if your required document already has an apostille stamp, you just need to translate it into Turkish, then notarize, and that document is ready to be given to the marriage officer. However, if your country is not a part of apostille agreement and if your document doesn't have an apostille stamp, then you will need to add 2 additional steps to the verification of your document. Firstly, you need to get a verification stamp from your country's embassy or consulate in Turkey, and it will verify that your document is correct according to your country's regulations. After you get the stamp from your country's embassy, you need to get a second verification stamp from Turkish Ministry of Foreign Affairs. For example, if your country's embassy is in Ankara, you need to go to Ankara, you need to find your country's embassy, get a stamp, and after that you will need to go to Ministry of Foreign Affairs to get the second verification stamp from the Turkish government part. After that you can translate and notarize that document and you can give it to the final authority in Turkey. If your country's consulate is in Istanbul or in Antalya or in any other city other than Ankara, then you will need to go to the district governor to get the second stamp from the Turkish government, which is kaymakamlık in Turkish. For example, let's assume Zambia has a consulate in Istanbul and you are a Zambian citizen and you have a document from Zambia. You just need to go to the Zambian consulate in Istanbul. You will get a stamp from your consulate, and after that you need to go to the district governor, which is called in Turkish kaymakamlık, to get the second approval stamp from the Turkish government. After that you can translate your document and you can notarize and you can use it for its final purpose. That's it. Now you know how to translate and notarize your documents in Turkey. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, you can always ask it to me and I will reply. See you next time.